Howdy folks, JoJo Bear here with another edition of Survival Life 101. Today we're going to be covering my pack, why I carry what I carry, some of my old gear to what I carry today. Very lightweight in most aspects. We're going to go ahead and move to a better location. As you see, there's no space down here on the river. Very beautiful, but I need a place to spread my gear out for you. So I'll be right back.
Open up your eyes, take a look at me. Get the picture fixed in your memory. I'm driven by the rhythm like the beat of a heart, and I won't stop until I start to stand out.
Howdy folks, and welcome back. We're going to get right to it. Starting with my cutting implements. One of my big ones is I chose a tomahawk, lightweight and very versatile. You can see this one's been battered and used well. This is Cold Steel's Pipe Hawk. In reality, given my terrain, I should have a machete. And hopefully I will be able to add one soon to my kit. Next to that, you'll have one of my knives. This is an old hickory I picked up at a flea market. Once again, always budget minded. The side, keep a 1/2 inch by 5 inch fire steel. I did file the back to a 90-degree spine so I can throw sparks. The setup works really well. Moving along to back up my my tomahawk is my saw. Yes, I hear lots of things about silkies and all this, but this is something I've had a long time. From back in the day, and it still serves, it still works. It's a locking blade fold out. The blades are interchangeable. It has two, one for green wood, one for dry wood. Never had much of a problem with it, so I probably will not change it out anytime soon because it works. Don't fix it if it's not broke. To back up my knife, I have my first bush knife, and that is just a simple stainless steel Mora. This knife has seen a lot of service, as you can see by the blade. It's been battered. Even the tip is broke off a little bit, but it's my backup. To maintain my blades, I carry a simple whetstone. It is not a dual stone. It's a single fine smooth stone, but it works. It keeps my edges good and strong. Not much of a problem there. Moving along here, in my pack, I just carry some various lengths. These are 20-foot clothesline with some carabiner clips. I think these are, yes, it says 150-pound load working limit. Use these to hang things from trees, make a simple ridge line real quick with them. Do believe this is a 25-foot length of paracord. A lot of people like Ranger bands. I was at the flea market. I got 50 of these hair bands for $1 at the Chinese import booth. I like using these hair bands over Ranger bands or bands cut from inner tubes. That being said, with cordage, I have a little bag here. I think some pillowcases came in this. I keep 2 lengths of 50-foot black paracord in there and another 25-foot length of red paracord in here. Just as backup. These I carry loose, stuck in a pocket. These I keep in the bag. They're out of the way if I ever need them. I know where to grab for them. My little kit here, little tin, is a little fire kit. This one has my flint and steel in it. Works very well. I know I got this off of eBay. I think I paid $12 for these two. Flint is very hard to come by, and I have not found any other stone as of yet in my little hikes to go with it. Also in the tin I have some fat wood twigs and some char cloth. I also keep a little bit of jute twine in there to help make fire. So it's just a basic little primitive fire kit that I keep. On the subject of fire kits, I found these little tubes at Dollar General. I think they're $1 for 2, and I got a couple of them floating around here. This one has a basic fire kit in it. There's matches and a striker, some wax cotton, and some more jute twine in there. This actually rides on a homemade MOLLE carrier for my pack, so it can ride on the outside if I want it to. I do have a couple of these I made offhand if I want to carry these tubes on the outside of my pack. Next to that you'll see basic fishing kit. Take it apart right quick. Little package. That's a bobbin for a sewing machine. I think I got about, I don't know, 50 or 75 feet of fishing line on there with a little plastic yellow grub. I got a couple of orange corks, rolled up package of hooks, just basic thing. I got some swivels if I want to make some dangling lines just to hang from a tree, and then some split shot. Simple, basic, it's all together in one little area. I can grab this, I can stick it in my pocket if I'm not near the water, which in reality you shouldn't be near the water, especially in Florida, given the nature that you might run across a cougar or a black bear or any number of large predators that run around here. Next to that one, you'll see this is a backup candling device. This is actual candle, but it's a backup to anything that I might need. The kit is just not for camping. I live in Florida, so it's also kind of a go bag in the event if I have to grab one thing and run, event of a tornado. These items are doubled as backup for that as well. So I have one bag to cover me as a kind of a go bag, emergency bag, in the event that I have to get out quick because of a tornado. I also carry just a little stick light. Once again, was $1 from a dollar store. I keep the little plastic tab in it. It flashes and it has a steady burn. Not very many looms, but it works. I mean, you have to make do with what you have. I'm always on a budget. Not the king of budget, but always on a budget. So I make do with what I have. But what I keep in there, bearings from a skateboard, because on my bearing block, this is my bearing block for bow drill. You'll see there's a bearing in there. I carry a couple of extras. Do I have to? No. But you never know who you're going to meet out in the woods. So, they might make a little gift or a little trade item. Next to there, you'll see there's a couple of bandanas. I carry 3. One I carry tied to the handle of my pack, so it's relatively available. I can reach behind me and grab it and dab my face if I'm hot and sweaty. One stays folded up as a backup, so it's always relatively clean. And in the third, I keep some blocks of fat wood, or lighter knot as it's called, in there. Do I need 3 blocks of this size? No, I don't. I mean, I could just pick the best one out and just carry that, because that is a big block of wood. You never know, you might meet someone. Once again, it's a gift idea, it's a gift item, it's a trade item that you could trade off with somebody. I carry 3 bandanas for a water purification tripod. That is why I carry 3. I carry an analog watch. This is the watch I wear. I do not wear this one. You see, this is a digital watch. It's a smartwatch. This watch is analog. I like the analog because you can use it in directions. So, analog. You should always have one. This pouch, once again, it's just another plastic sandwich container. The orange is a plastic hunter's vest that I carry. Once again, it goes back to being safety in the event of emergency. Like I said, this pack is an emergency bag on top of my camping bag. So if I need to be seen, or I want to be seen, or somebody needs to help me be found, I have it. Also have a 55-gallon heavy-duty trash can liner in there for emergency shelter, water container, anything you might need to have. And next to that is just my basic Trek first aid kit. It's simple. I did add a tube of antibiotic ointment to it. Like I said, Florida can be unforgiving terrain if you're not careful. And if you're in the swampland, you want to tend to your wounds quickly as possible, and treat them with antibiotic ointment, and try to keep them always clean until you can get out. And if it's serious enough that you need medical attention, you've done everything you can to treat your wound safely and sufficiently. There's gauze pads in there and medical tape, but I'm not going to break it out, because you've seen one first aid kit, you've seen them all. Moving along here, I do carry a bow drill kit. Once again, this is my bearing block. I have a bearing in there from a skateboard. It fits good. I already have a spindle done, and one day I'll burn these in, and that'll be another time though, not today. But that is absolutely friction free. And of course the bearing, my burn block. And these are cottonwood, which here you'll see, once again, going back to the good old days for me. I started back when I was 16 camping on my own, and at the time I didn't know anything about bushcraft or woodcraft or survivalism or anything. I just like going camping. I actually carried military MREs to eat, and all my gear was military. And this is a military pouch, as you can see. And I'll show you what's in this bladder. There's a bladder in here, and I'll show you what's in here. And you can see there's some tie straps. You can tie it up to a branch in your camp, or tie some paracord on that and hang it on your side, or just tie it to the outside of your pack if it's full. But what's in this pouch is this right here. It's a plastic bladder, and what you see there, it says flotation bladder, canteen, 5-quart capacity. These things are nice. You can blow them up. As you can see, you can blow it up. Makes a nice little comfy pillow. Yes, I've used one for a pillow. But it'll also blow them up, and you can help float your equipment across the river. My water bottle is just a Stanley water bottle. It's a single-walled stainless steel. It's 24 ounces. I chose this one because it's got a nice little lip on it you can drink from. But also this, of course, this comes off. Has a wide mouth bottle on it, so once again I can cook in this, I can boil water in this, and you can use the lid as a cup. So even if your water's hot, you get your water in here, you can still make a little bit of coffee or tea or hot chocolate or whatever fancy you have. But multi-purpose. Everybody talks multi-purpose, so you think about what you're going to carry and how you're going to carry it and what you're going to do. In this pouch, it carries my my pot in it. It's just a Stanley cook pot, the simple one. It's graduated measures on the side. I did modify this a little bit from a YouTube video I seen. You see on the lid here, it has the strainer lid, but you'll see there's two cutouts here on either side, and I'll show you why. But you'll see I have some ball chain and some alligator hooks. But when you're cooking, I can put the lid on here to help my water come to a boil a lot faster. But you take your alligator clips, right, and you just clip them onto the edges. Now I've already done this, and I had this full of water. Now I can hang it from a hanger over the fire, so I don't have to place this directly in the fire. I am going to in the future make a different, longer ball chain and stronger alligator hooks. The pouch also doubles, once again, has orange paint, getting somebody's attention, or you can cut pieces out, leave a trail, let people know you're there if you need to be found. But you can also stuff this full of brush or leaves and, make you a pillow out of it. Well folks, this is it for me, and I hope you enjoyed my video. Get out there, get out of the box, do something new. Go say hi to that guy or gal. Just don't be complacent in your life anymore. This is what life is all about, living. Y'all have